Colleagues, good morning. Thanks again for your time. As promised, I've got Emirates Lions backline coach Ricardo Loubscher and winger Richard Kriel. We've got them for 10 to 12 minutes, guys. So if you can raise your hands and so that we can kickstart the session. We're ready to go. Walter?
Bobby, Ricardo, one question from me. Watching the last few games of the Lions, it looks like, I'm not sure if it's a tactic that you guys are using or if it's just something that's going wrong, but it does look like the ball isn't really going to the wings at all in any of the plays that we do. Is that a tactic, or is it something that's going wrong, or is it? And if it's something that's going wrong, what are we trying to do to rectify that?
Yeah, thanks for your question. No, we discussed it on tour. Our plan was to get the ball to the edges as much as possible, and sometimes it's down to conditions, and sometimes it's down to the way teams are defending. But it's definitely something that we're working on. We're sitting with backs that can just create havoc on the edges, and yeah, it will be nothing. I think in terms of opportunities, I think it will be great to get the ball to those guys on the edge.
Okay, and then a question for Richard. You since you joined the Lions, you started in all 4 matches. How are you finding your time at the Lions, and what is it that you think that you can do better and bring to the team?
First of all, joining the Lions is a massive honor for me. I mean, it's a great club, and we've got some exciting players and great coaches here. So yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot at the moment. But yeah, if I can get myself a bit more involved in the game, obviously, as Coach Rick said, with our games overseas, the conditions do make it a bit harder for outside backs. It's more a forward-dominated game, but we'll see what happens in the coming games when we've got some sunny weather.
Thanks.
Thanks, Walter. Carl? Carl, are you there? Morgan, let's go with you, Salon.
Thanks, Anissa. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Richard. Richard, are you looking forward to facing your old team this weekend? You restored with them last season, so a couple of familiar faces, and I'm sure you have made relationships there. And Ricardo, to you, have you guys tapped into the wisdom that this lad next to you might have about your opponents this weekend?
He's gonna post it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some of the boys again. We had a couple of good times last year, and yeah, I might go see some of the boys for a coffee during the week, and then yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice game this weekend.
Yeah,
Any tips?
yeah, definitely. No, I think this was always good to have a chat, and yeah, today's a typical day where we do all our meetings, reviews and previews. So it will be nice. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 things that you can share with us. But yeah, we're looking forward to the game in the weekend.
Thanks, Ricardo. Thanks, Richard.
Short, Morgan. Carl, are you still there? Not really. You there?
Yeah, you must remember at my age, I struggled to get the finger on the right.
Aye. Go for it.
Coach, there's a lot being said about the conditions that makes it difficult, but Jake White has also said the reason why the move to the URC was made was to get away from the 4-week tours, and now you're touring in any case 4 weeks. How difficult does the length of the tours make it for you guys to operate overseas?
I think from our point of view, we love the touring, and if you look at our results in the past, I think we almost better off playing away from home. And it showed again on the recent tour now that yeah, obviously we didn't get the results that we wanted, but as a team, it's an opportunity for us to get tight, to bond a little bit. And yeah, you could see the fight, the way the boys fought, just every game to the last minute. So that's good for us. But I think ideally 4 weeks is not ideal. But yeah, we just roll with the punches and get on with it.
And to you, Mr. Kriel, how do you find it?
For me, it was my first 4-week tour because when I was at Zebre, we used to just go on a Friday, play the Saturday, and come back. So I actually quite enjoyed it. And yeah, we got a lot closer. The whole team had a couple of like team dinners, and I enjoyed it. It was to me, it was a surreal experience. I really enjoyed it.
Great stuff. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Carl. Simnikiwe.
How's it? How's it,
Awesome.
Ricardo? How's it, Richard?
Awesome.
Just a couple of questions for Richard for now. First things first, what would you say you learned from playing in Zebre? Because obviously that would have been your first time sort of living and playing overseas. And then the second part is, now that you're back, are you living with your boot, or have you guys kind of like, stayed, your separate ways now that you're aligned?
No, for my time at Zebre was, to me, I really enjoyed it because like I was first at the Bulls and I didn't get much game time there in the URC. So I did get the opportunity to go play at the highest level, we didn't win a game, but I still learned a lot. And yeah, it was overall a good experience. And I mean, Italy is one of the best countries in the world, so everything was good there. And then, yeah, me and my boot, we still live together. Yeah, we are professionals, so we don't share each other's, how can I say, plays and stuff. But yeah, no, we still live together. Both live in Pretoria, but yeah, life's good.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Goodman. All right. Morgs, you got another one?
Yeah, I do. Richard, I do consider myself privileged to have watched you and your brother growing up playing in Bloem and that. But having said that, you must have quite a tight bond with Franco Jr., a guy that you at school with, played with, and also at Zebre last year. So it'll be nice to see if he can come over on tour and play against you guys.
Yeah, no, Frankie, he made me look very good at school level because he used to be about 12 and he was a second distributor. So all the gaps I hit was probably because of him. So no, we're good mates. And yeah, he told me he's on tour, so we'll probably meet on Wednesday or Thursday. Bit of a catch up.
Thanks, Mogsam. You got one more?
Yeah. Sorry, another two. I think I only ever ask
No
you
problem.
in twos.
Cool.
The first part, obviously, now that you guys are back living together again, the one thing I've noticed, obviously, is since the season started, both of you are playing incredibly good rugby. Is there something in particular behind that? Why it's happened? Is it something you've done, sort of staying together or worked on? And then the second part is, obviously, your boot can play any position except for 9 and 10. Are you sort of going to venture out into that heavy sort of utility role, or are you just going to keep it in the back three?
My boot, the thing I always say about him, I believe he's the better player between us, and I can't see where he's in a team where he's not picked. I mean, he's on great form at the moment, and yeah, we do share tips with each other and talk about rugby, what he'll do in that situation and that and that. But yeah, at the moment, when I'm on the wing, I'm just happy to be playing to help out the team wherever I can. But if I have to play 13, 12 or wherever, I'll be more than happy.
Short Sim. Carl, one more for you.
Thank you, Nyani. So, Coach, there's now a lot been said about what you can take away from the tour and everything. But do you think that there's a stage on the tour or even after the tour that you realize that your game plan must be adapted, not to only play in Europe, but to play successful in Europe and also in South Africa?
100%. And we just discussed that when you go on tour, if you look at the conditions, I almost want to put it this way. You need two different styles. You need a plan for wet weather, and then you need a plan when we're back home. So I think you got to be flexible around that. So hopefully the next coming games at home, we can actually show in terms of ball in hand what we really can do and what we're capable of.
Appreciate it.
Cool. We'll take Walter and then Percy.
Coach, I just wanted to get an update on some of the injuries. I saw Frankie Horn didn't play the second half. Was that an injury concern or was it just work?
Yeah, no, he's good to go. Yeah, we're lucky to have him available for the next game. So yeah, he's not injured.
And then Reinhard Noordnagel, how's his injury going?
Yeah, no, he's still a long way off, and yeah, we miss him. But then I think it's a great opportunity for our backup, the next play line, just to step up. And yeah, we saw with the players on tour, it's not about your age, and if you're good enough, yeah, we'll definitely consider you for selection.
Thanks.
Thanks, Walter. We'll take Percy and then one more after that.
Kriel and Niso, thank you so much for the opportunity. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi, Percy.
Meneer, ek vra gewoonlik die maklike vraag. Ons gaan met my kollegas. Ricardo, kan ek met jou begin vandag? So ek sê ek vra gewoonlik 'n vervelige maklike vraag. 5 rondes in die kompetisie so ver. Kyk julle enigstens na die punteleer op die oomblik en is dit nog soos baie van my kollegas of baie van julle aflatters sal sê, it's still early days in die kompetisie. Is dit hoe julle redeneer in die kompetisie op die oomblik of voel julle speel nou al reeds catching up in die kompetisie?
Ja, ek dink vir ons elke game is belangrik. Ja, ek dink ons gaan soveel tyd en effort in ons beplanning, jy weet, rondom ons meetings en op die veld. So daar's nie 'n game wat ons sê, okay, hierdie game is langs net 'n bonuspunt uit hierdie game het kan kry. Nee, elke game is vir ons 'n wen. Ja, natuurlik as ons kyk na resultate op toer, nie wat ons wou hê nie, maar ons is in die fight en ja, ons glo daai turning points soos hulle sê is nie ver vir ons nie.
Ek wil gou vir Richard 'n vraag maar voor hom vra. Ricardo, kan nie vir jou nie vra as 'n opvolg net byvoorbeeld. Jy het gepraat van julle gaan nou baie meer 'n hele paar wedstryde tuis speel nou byvoorbeeld. Hoe belangrik gaan dit vir julle dan wees om ordentlike uitslae te kry nou juis op tuisbediening?
Was dit vir my die vraag?
Dis vir jou, Ricardo.
Ja, nee, ongelooflik belangrik. Ja, ons kyk hier eens verder as Zebre die naweke. Dit gaan alles vir ons wil nou regtig gaan en weet daar's nog steeds hier en daar foute wat in ons game en ons kyk na die Ulster net na halftyd. Ons wou goed begin en dit was deel van ons plan gewees en ons kon dit regkry, maar net na halftyd 1 of 2 foute op kritieke tye wat ons weet 'n bietjie in die moeilikheid laat beland, maar ons gaan hierdie volgende wedstryde wil ons regtig uitgaan en dit 80 minute performance gaan gee.
Dankie Ricardo. Richard, kan ek vir jou net vra? My kollegas vra jou oor jou ervaring daar by Zebre in Italië. Jy praat baie goed van jou ervaring daarso. Julle speel nou juist teen jou vorige werkgewer nou hierdie naweek nou. Kan ek jou vra, is dit in die verlede soos Afrikaanse spanne of ons as ondersteuners as verslaggewers sou gesê het, dit behoort 'n walk in 'n park as Afrikaanse spanne wees teen 'n span soos Zebre. Is dit hoe jy redeneer? Is dit hoe jy dit sien die naweek teen Zebre?
Ja, glad nie. Ek meen hulle het tog die Sharks gewen en hulle het nou gedrol teen Cardiff in naweek en ek dink hulle speel regtig baie goeie rugby op die oomblik en ek meen as jy hulle 'n bietjie van 'n snuf gee in 'n game, dan gaan hulle kom want dit is klomp passievolle ouens, hulle is baie lief vir hulle rugby. So ek dink ons moet hulle net nie onderskat nie want ek weet hulle gaan hard kom, maar as ons doen wat ons weet ons kan doen, dan kan ons vat.
En soos my kollegas in Engels gevra het, jy moet seker nou in 'n baie goeie geestelike posisie wees nou by die Lions om weer op tuisboer in Suid-Afrika te wees.
Ja, nee, dit is my ongelooflik om terug te wees. Toe ons by einde van die toer of einde van laas jaar die laaste games het ons kom toer en toe ons aan die Lions in die Bulle gespeel het en toe ek my eerste Spurburger weer kon eet, toe ek in die hemel gewees. So ja, nee, daar's niks soos die huis nie. Ek bly om terug te wees.
Baie dankie vir die geleentheid kollegas. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Percy. Are we done, guys? I see hands, but I'm going to take one more before we release the guys. Morgs, or is it Carl? Morgan. Both.
Thanks, Nisa. Yeah. Richard, I was just wondering, I know that your dad is a massive influence on yourself and your brother's careers. So when he drives up for the X-Skate Derby, when it comes up, who's he going to be supporting?
His answer usually is he supports rugby. And then, yeah, whoever wins, he'll say congratulations to him. And who loses, he'll just shake his hand and say bad luck next time. But yeah, he won't support a team. He'll support me and my brother. Yeah, I think that's all I can say about that.
Okay, thanks, Richard.
Nice one, Morgan. Colleagues, thank you so much for your time. As always, we appreciate it. Good afternoon.
Thanks, Ricardo. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Nisa.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.